Welcome to the second tutorial for Broken Crown. This video will focus on the various card types in the game along with how to use them. Players use these cards in many different ways through adding them to their deck or placing them in their realm. Let's take a look at champions first. After the collapse of the Grand Council, the alliance between the 5 major nations has crumbled. Allegiances are in a state of flux, and as the leader of your people you will have the opportunity to recruit champions from any nation. All of the more than 100 champions in Broken Crown are unique, each with their own story and family line. This is Aoife the Golden. Aoife is a battle-hardened war maiden from the nation of Selvgar, a proud seafaring people who have survived along the frozen and bitter coast of the Azram Strait. Aoife's tribe was nearly wiped out as a result of the recent calamity, and she looks to secure her homeland once more and restore honor to her family. Let's take a look at the elements of her card. There are 5 types of champions in the game: Warrior, Rogue, Mystic, Artisan, and Advisor. Aoife is a warrior, as shown by the sword hilt icon next to her name. As a warrior, Aoife gains 1 extra power when attacking, as shown by the red wax seal symbol with the crossed swords. All warriors share this basic ability of granting extra attack power. We can also see that she has a unique ability called Heritage. Heritage grants Aoife 1 defense power when defending in battle, as long as you have a Selvgar territory. Defense power is shown by the blue wax seal with the shield. Lastly, we can see the white wax seal with the crown, telling us that Aoife is worth 1 glory at the end of the game. Let's take a look at another type of champion. Here we have a rogue. Rogues specialize in subterfuge and deception. Darrow is the leader of the Heron Ranger group known as the Pathfinders. As a rogue, Darrow's basic ability allows you to exhaust him, as shown by the running boot symbol, to draw a card. To exhaust a champion, you simply rotate it to show that it is currently occupied with the task, and cannot be used for another task that requires exhausting until it becomes rested again. However, if the ability does not require the champion to exhaust, you may use it even when the champion is exhausted. Darrow's unique ability is called Scout, which allows you to exhaust him and pay 1 gold to look at the top 2 cards of a player's deck, and discard up to 2 of them into their discard pile. As you can probably guess, Darrow's Scout ability allows you a chance to see what may be coming next from enemy players. Let's look at one more champion type before we move on. Here we have a mystic by the name of Rammus the Consumed. Rammus hails from the ancient wasteland nation of Madias, and is feared throughout the realms for his mastery of some of the darker forms of divomancy. As a mystic, Rammus's basic ability allows players to exhaust him to collect precious diva. In the right hands, diva can be used to extremely powerful effect. Rammus's unique ability is called Pact. It first calls for you to exhaust him and pay 4 diva to use it. Then you must sacrifice one of your own champions by burying it, and if you do, you can kill any one champion in a player's realm. It's an extremely powerful ability, but at a high cost to the player using it. Before we move on from champions, let's talk about promotion. As you play through the game, you will have the opportunity to promote various champions in your service, making them stronger and more effective in their field. Every champion has 2 sides. The weaker starting side is known as the recruit side. On the back of each champion card is their veteran side. Promoted champions can be extremely valuable, so do your best to keep them from dying or being captured. Let's look at Rammus's veteran side and see how he changes when he is promoted. The first thing you may notice is that he now has a natural bonus to attack and defense power, as shown by the red and blue seals in the lower right corner. Then we can see that he also gives 1 extra glory point at the end of the game. And lastly, his unique ability, Pact, now costs 3 diva instead of 4, allowing it to be used more frequently. Let's move on to another type of card, the Territory. As the leader of your nation, it will be important for you to acquire more territories to expand your realm. Just like the champions, each one has its own nation crest on it, showing where it's located. There are 4 different types of territories. Lands, which provide you with more income each season and a little bit of added defense. Keeps are strongholds and castles that provide you with a defense bonus and allow you to win ties in battle. They also allow you to capture other players' champions and hold them prisoner. Trade cities allow you to hold twice the amount of wealth, and temples allow you to hold twice the amount of Daiva. Let's take a look at a territory. The Highlands is a region of Selvgard known for creating hardened warriors and raiders. Looking at the card for the Highlands, we notice a few things that we also saw on champion cards. First of all, we see that the type of this territory is a land, as shown by the mountain and river symbol. As mentioned before, lands provide us with a little more boost to our income, and 1 extra defense power represented by the blue wax seal with the shield. With territories, this defense power is always passive, meaning it always applies when you are defending in battle. Think of territory defense as armor for your capital. We can also see that the Highlands is worth 1 glory point, so it has a value at the end of the game. Your realm can hold up to 4 territories, and the ones you choose will impact both your economy and your ability to withstand attacks. Your personal skills are represented by action cards. Each player starts with a few action cards at their disposal in their deck, and may acquire many more throughout the game. Like champion abilities, actions can be used at any time, but are limited to the phase shown on the card. The wealth symbol in the lower corner is the discard value for the action card. All action cards can be discarded for 1 wealth at any time. The wealth gained through discarding cards can be added directly to your wealth bank, contribute to purchases and costs, or be traded to other players freely. Now let's talk about relics. Players can gather various ancient relics to further increase their power and wealth potential. Relics can be played just like action cards, but are unique in the fact that they each belong to a set. If you manage to acquire both pieces of a relic set, you can take advantage of the powerful set bonus as shown on the cards. Just like action cards, relics can also be used for wealth, but are worth more than actions when discarded. You'll notice that relics are also worth glory points. However, this symbol shows that you will need the relic set in order to gain those glory points at the end of the game. That concludes the tutorial on champions, actions, and relics. To stay updated on our progress, you can sign up for our monthly newsletter through our website shown at the end of this video, or through the link in the description box. Thanks again for watching.